Ryan. How are you doing? I'm Rafael. Uh,
I am
Hi,
good.
teacher. I'm fine, thank
Hello,
you.
teacher.
And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hi,
very
teacher. I
good.
am fine.
Hi. Okay, perfect. Uh, so there are two students missing, but I think we're going to start because if not, it's going to be very long. Okay, so how are you doing these days with the restrictions?
Well, for me, it's easy because I study online.
Okay. What about you, Brian?
I'm sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the question? I'm having problems with the connection.
No problem. How are you feeling with the restrictions?
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, it's been quite difficult, especially for me because I was used to stay the whole day out and traveling from one city to another, and actually the whole operations, the flight operations are like in standby in this moment. So it's been quite difficult, but it's fine. I'm at home with my family. I'm trying to spend time with them and to spend time with my homework in the university.
All right. And which places have you visited?
Okay. Well, I have had the opportunity to visit every single country in the I'm sorry, every single city in this country where we fly, and I've been to some other countries um, Spain. I've been to England and the USA, some cities in the USA, San Salvador, and some cities in South America.
Great. You have the time to visit, or you fly and then you go straight to work.
Well, it actually depends on the flight. For example, when we go to Madrid in Spain, and we have like 1 day to have rest and to be ready for the flight home to home. So sometimes we have the time to visit the city and to spend some time there. But in other cases, we just have like the the flight immediately after we finish the first trip. We take the other.
Okay, great. And what about you, Rafael?
Well, for me, it's good. I love to stay at home, and also my wife enjoys me to stay at home because there is always something to do. I don't have enough time to do everything, to do the errands on the for the university, to do all the activities that my wife requires. So it's good for me to stay at home. Sincerely talking, I am like a normal time. For me at this stage, I enjoy staying at my home. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. I like working from home, actually. All right, great. Well, in today's topic, we're going to have a type of like a debate. So we have done this type of debates before, but I would like to ask you, what do you think is a debate? This question goes to Veronica. What do you think is a debate? Uh, could you repeat, please?
Yes. What do you think is a debate?
A debate
Yes.
is like a discussion, is to talk
Yeah.
about some topic and some people are in in some people are agree and the others are disagree.
Okay, perfect. And the other question is for Rafael. What do you think are some of the skills you can develop while you are debating?
Well, why I think about the excuse or
What abilities you can develop?
sorry, teacher. I what I can develop about the I don't
About doing debates?
during debate.
Yes.
Uh, well, I understand what I think
Good
about.
afternoon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon,
Hi,
Andres.
Alvaro. Welcome to the class.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm late, but I told you teacher that I'm an English teacher, so I have to work. I have virtual classes.
Yeah, don't worry.
Thank you.
Fortunately, you are here with us. And welcome. Well, Rafael, the question is what abilities you can develop while you are practicing debate?
Teacher, I don't understand what I think the develops. Is-
What
I don't.
abilities? ¿Qué habilidades puedes desarrollar?
Abilities. What
Yes,
abilities can I develop during debates? Is the
yes,
question?
perfect. Mhm.
Ah,
That's right.
the 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 abilities. It depends because if I know the all the topic. All I've been reading about that. I know too much about the theme. Well, I think I can expose my ideas in a good condition. But when I am not prepared for speak about something, I feel like a bore because I stay silent. It's terrible when one person is not prepared to debate anything. It's horrible. So for me, the abilities is to be prepared for the for the term about we are going to talk.
Okay, thank you very much. And for Brian, the question would be, what what is the objective of a debate?
Okay, well, I think that it depends on what we are debating about because sometimes, well, I think that every single person can expose or can say their opinions, and that's the idea to get to know what other people think about this topic or the topic that we are debating, and actually to get to know if we can change our mind about the topic or if we can stay in our opinion.
Okay, very good. So maybe to search for the truth, right? Okay. And the question for Arbor would be, why debates are important?
Teacher, can you repeat it?
Yes. Why do you think debates are important?
The what? I don't understand that word.
Los debates. Debate.
Excuse
Uh,
me, teacher. Can you write it or?
No, Alvaro, excuse me, teacher, can I repeat the question for Alvaro?
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Alvaro, the teacher says why or what the debates are important for you.
Debates. I don't understand that word.
Debates, the debates, debates.
Ah, okay, okay, debates. Okay. I think everyone is available to express their opinion because we're free now. We're in freedom. This country allows every people, everyone to say what they think. I mean, I think that nobody has the truth. The truth is something that is in common. So community has truth. When some people think the same, that's true. So I think that for that reason, debates are so important. Yeah, to have the main objective, the main idea, the right things. Maybe the a better word is right things. So I think that community that debates is a good community. I'm talking about in general, education, politics, and etc. etc. etc.
Okay, very good. A really good point. Okay, so today we're going to be debating about what the verse of topics. We're going to divide the class into two groups as we did yesterday. So we're gonna have now. Let's try to change the. A really good point. Okay, so today we're going to be debating about what the verse of topics. We're going to divide the class into two groups as we did yesterday. So we're gonna have now. Let's try to change the. We're gonna have Brian and Rafael and Veronica and Alvar. Okay.
Good.
So one of the group to be a debate, one of the group has to be in agreement and the other in disagreement, as Veronica said. So you have to share not just why do you think you are in agreement or disagreement, but you have to support your ideas with information. You can talk as much as you want, but try not to exceed the 5 minutes per person. Okay, so the topic for this first debate would be: should people become vegetarian? Should people become vegetarian? So who wants to be in agreement with this question?
I don't want.
Alvaro, you said
No,
that.
I don't want. I don't want. I
So
don't.
you want to be in disagreement.
Yeah, disagreement.
Okay, so Alvaro and Veronica, you are going to be in disagreement, and Brian and Rafael, you're going to be in agreement. So you're going to agree with becoming a vegetarian.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
I will give you 3 minutes to organize your ideas, and then you're going to expose them. Then you have to ask a question to the other group. Okay, so let's start this. Is it clear?
Mm?
Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So 3 minutes for now.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So time is over. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start with Veronica. Veronica, can you please expose your point of view over should people become vegetarian?
Eh,
Okay.
Um, is what is it? It's me or Veronica?
We're
No,
going to start with Veronica and then it would be yours.
Okay, perfect.
but Veronica is going to talk about against the vegetarian, huh?
Yes, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Mm, okay. I am disagree because I think that it is important to eat meat because uh, people who are vegetarian they don't um, eat enough vitamins, and some of them could have anemia because when you eat meat you can avoid getting this kind of disease. And also people who are vegetarian they eat, for example, quinoa meat, and the ingredients of the quinoa um, almost always have a lot of chemicals, and they are bad for the health. So I think that it is important to eat meat, and but many people say that the animals have rights and they should not be killed. But I think that it depends on what kind of animal is, because if it's an animal that is in extinction life, I think that in that case it's not good to eat that animal. For example, if it's a dolphin, or if it's an strange animal that is not normal to eat, is not good. But in the case to eat chicken or to eat tuna is normal, and it doesn't affect um, this kind of species. So that's it.
Okay, I think you guys have to be in agreement or disagreement.
Well, I am in disagreement with Veronica because
Veronica should be in disagreement, I guess.
Disag- yeah, Veronica, you had to be in disagreement. Okay,
Uh,
let's go with Brian.
Okay, so I was trying to make a deeper research on this topic, and I actually found that the first killer in the world will be the heart disease. And it actually is good if we think that we can be vegetarian because that would help us a lot because when we are vegetarian, we reduce a lot in the heart disease probabilities in our life. Actually, if we are vegetarians, we will provide our body a great condition so that will give us like a probability, yes, like a lower probability to get cancer. So it would help us with the cancer prevention. It is great for your health actually, and it will help you to lose your weight, and it will be easy for you to get a great body shape. And of course, if you are vegetarian, you're going to avoid many of that food that is actually contaminated. And if you have the opportunity to be vegetarian, you will enjoy such a great vegetarian gastronomy. So that will be great. Actually, if I have the opportunity, I will do it. And my question would be, should I say it right now or later?
I think later, but I think you have to be in disagreement.
I
O
heard
sea,
that I
se
had to
No,
be
I'm
señala
in
in
algo.
disagreement.
disagreement.
I'm in disagreement with Veronica.
Yeah, and
Ok,
I'm with agreement
la idea
with.
era crear,
Well,
un grupo era desacuerdo y el otro que estaba de acuerdo.
O sea, el grupo que estaba en
Brian and
desacuerdo era
Rafael are
Verónica
in
y
agreement.
Sí, yo
Yes.
estoy en
Yes.
acuerdo y Verónica y mi otro compañero están en desacuerdo.
Exactly,
yo
disagreement,
sí estoy,
Veronica and Álvaro.
yo estoy en
Verónica, exacto,
desacuerdo, pero
Verónica.
yo todo lo que dije era para decir que no estaba bien lo de ser vegetarianos.
Ah, okay, okay.
Uh,
But I
no,
think Brian said that it was convenient for the health, but he was supposed to be in disagreement.
no. Brian and Rafael are in agreement with the vegetarian people.
Yes, I was supposed to be in agreement with this topic.
With
Rafael. Ah, okay. So
Exactly.
we're missing Álvaro. To be in
Okay, so
disagreement.
I'm in disagreement because meat is the most convenient protein source available. Meat is in one serving. Meat provides all the essential amino acids, as well as essential nutrients such iron, zinc, B vitamins. There are a lot of plants that do not provide adequate levels of that essential amino acids in a single serving. So for that reason, I think it's really important to eat meat. Also, eating meat provides healthy saturated fats. Meat is the best source of vitamin A.
So
Vitamin is
you are in
necessary
agreement.
to the nerve. Excuse me?
You are in agreement.
And I'm in disagreement, and I'm
The
the
idea is that you are
meat.
in disagreement and you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in disagreement of being vegetarian.
Yes, in favor of
Yeah,
eating meat.
yeah. So I'm talking about the important things eating meat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in disagreement because meat is really important for the human body.
Okay, great.
Because meat contains a lot of vitamins, a lot of nutrients. Eating meat provides a better source of iron than vegetarian diet. The body absorbs 15% to 35% of the iron. So not eating meat is dangerous for a long period of time. So for that reason, I'm in disagreement of being vegetarian. It's dangerous for the body.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Then Rafael.
Well, I am in agreement with the vegetarian diet because vegetarian diets contribute so much to one's body as well as the surroundings. It contributes to the health of the planet. It's economical, helps in the conservation of the soil, water, the forest. Uh, Nowadays, becoming a vegetarian is more accessible. It's cheap. Plant-based
It's cheaper.
eating is cheaper. It's cheaper than eating meat. Exactly. It depends. If you go to a restaurant, a famous restaurant, you spend too much money. So eating vegetarian food, you are health and you are conserving your pocket. So also vegetarian nutritionally is nutritionally sufficient, but also is a way to reduce the risk for many chronic illnesses. A well-planned vegetarian diet consisting of various nutrition is the most healthiest diet for oneself. If too much people becomes vegetarian, I am sure the health for the planet is better than is in this moment. Well, is my point of view.
Okay, great. And what is your question? So you're going to say your question, and the person you can pick up anybody and they do the question.
I have a question for Veronica.
Okay.
Veronica, do you think eating only meat is good for your health?
I think that the body needs vegetables, fruits, and also meat. Because if you avoid eating one of them, you can get many disease, or you can be desnutrited. And I think that is healthy than eat quinoa or vegetarian food that must always have a lot of chemicals.
So
Okay.
it's not possible to be consumer of only meat. You have to combine the meat with the vegetables and fruits.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Veronica, what is your question, and to whom?
My question to who?
Yeah, who
My
do you
question
want
for
to ask?
who?
I think
Okay, I can choose. For for Hector, my question is how can a vegetarian can make a health eating habits if in the case to if it's a person that exercise every day. Hello?
Yeah, I think Hector is not in the chat. You have to choose
Okay.
another person.
I could answer that question if you want.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay, Brian,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
I think it's not possible. Hector is coming again.
No, Brian, it's me,
No.
Rafael. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so I think it's not possible because eating just vegetables they contain enough vitamins and enough nutrients to make exercise every day. So I think that people that are vegetarian are people that have a normal life without exercises every day. It's impossible because vegetables doesn't have calories.
Yeah, I think that,
That's my answer.
yeah, I think that is too.
Okay, another, what is your question?
Okay, so why vegetarian people doesn't have a longer life than people that eat meat?
Mhm. And the question is
For Brian.
I'm sorry for that. Can you repeat the question?
Of course, why vegetarian people doesn't have a longer life than people that eat meat?
Okay, let me tell you that I didn't know that information. I actually thought that people who are vegetarian have a longer life, but I would say that it's something not related with being vegetarian or not. But because I actually think that being vegetarian can help our lives, and being vegetarian can provide us a longer life and a life with more possibilities for being such a great person in health meaning, I guess.
okay. And what is your question, Brian?
Okay, so my question would be, if this can be such a great thing for your body, and it has many benefits, why should we keep eating meat? Isn't it stupid to kill yourself with this food?
Okay, and the question is for?
I don't know who it is for.
No, but Brian is my partner.
In your side, right? So would be Veronica or Alvaro.
Álvaro.
Okay, so let's go with Veronica.
Mm? So I have to ask Ben to answer the question.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, I am just going to repeat the question. Why should we keep eating meat and not vegetables? Only vegetables.
Well, I think that is because vegetables have many vitamins, but also eating meat is good because meat has a lot of uh, vitamins, and it helps everybody to get energy, and also to avoid many diseases.
Okay, guys. So that's it for this topic. Now we're going to change to the other. Okay. So let me check. I don't know if we did this one. Well, it is is vaping with e-cigarettes safe? Do you know what are the e-cigarettes?
Can you repeat it, please?
E-cigarettes?
The ones that are electronics. I mean
Yes.
the electronic cigarettes.
Yes.
Yes. Is vaping with e-cigarettes safe? That is the question. So now we're going to change, okay? So the ones who were in agreement are going to be in disagreement and vice versa. Do you understand the question, everybody?
For me, I am in disagreement.
I am in disagreement.
Oh my God, me too.
Everybody know? Well,
I
I
don't.
know
I
that you
don't
want to
like
be in
any bad
agreement,
things in the
but we
world.
have. Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Okay,
in agreement this time.
okay. So Veronica and Alvaro in agreement, right? Okay. So give it some minutes and then you tell me your opinion.
Teacher, I got a problem.
Yes,
I don't find information about that question. So it's not safe.
yeah. I think in the link that I sent you, you're going to find more information.
Oh, okay. I'll
It's
check
in the
it.
chat.
Teacher, can you display again the link?
Yes, of course. Let me see. It's there in the chat.
Okay, guys, one more minute and then, or are you ready? Or you want one more minute? Not yet? Okay.
I'm ready, but
Okay.
with our partners.
So are you ready, Rafael, Brian?
Yes,
Veronica?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Veronica.
Well, I don't finish yet.
Okay, don't worry. Let's start with the other group, okay? So who would like to start? Let's try with Rafael.
Well, I am disagreement of electronic cigarettes.
Mhm.
I think the main cause for me to be in disagreement is that electronic cigarettes affects the health of the lungs. It makes contamination as a normal cigarette because the the person who smoke electronic cigarettes is consuming vapor, and it introduces some foreign particles or anything like virus or bacteria to his or her lungs. For that reason, it's no good to consume electronic cigarettes. Considering people who is the consumer thinks this kind of cigarettes doesn't affect it or her health, but it's not true. It's very dangerous for the health, not only for the person who is consuming the cigarette, but also for the people that is around he, he or she that is smoking these cigarettes. It's for that reason I am in disagreement with this kind of cigarettes.
Okay, thank you very much. And what about you, Brian?
Okay, so I hate when somebody is next to me and that person is smoking, so I would say that I really disagree about this topic, and I think that this is actually the same as a normal cigarette with an e-cigarette. I think that is actually the same. And I would like to bring something from my aeronautical environment because it is actually forbidden in a flight. And there is an announcement that it says that is forbidden to smoke during the flight, including electronic cigarettes. So I would say that it's actually the same. It can be as dangerous as a normal cigarette, or maybe it can be more dangerous. And it says in an article that I read that it brings serious health problems, and it has more risk with an e-cigarette than with a normal cigarette because okay, and it actually can catch on fire and explode, so that won't be great. And I think, from my point of view, I think that it actually can be more expensive than a normal one.
Wow, okay. Thank you very much. Now, let's go with Alvaro.
Okay, so electronic cigarettes help adults quit smoking and decrease death and disease caused by traditional cigarettes. Traditional cigarettes cause health problems such as lung cancer, heart disease, stroke. Smoking is the top of the preventable death. So I think electronic cigarettes reduce exposure to toxicants and cancerogens. Burning a traditional cigarette releases noxious gases such as carbon monoxide. So if you smoke electronic cigarettes, so it doesn't contain that kind of gases. So smoking traditional cigarettes are more dangerous than smoking electronic cigarettes. So for that reason, I agree smoking electronic cigarettes as a way to avoid people smoking traditional cigarettes.
All right. And then we have Veronica.
Okay, I think that the electronic cigarettes are more secure because, for example, the people that smoke the normal cigarettes, they 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 are exposed more exposed to get cancer and to get many disease. And also and also uh, Wait. Okay. It's more dangerous to smoke the normal cigarettes because they have more nicotine and they can cause lung cancer, as in the text said. So, and also the normal cigarettes cause that the nails becomes in color yellow, in yellow color, and also the electronic cigarettes are more secure to use in indoor places. So that's it.
Okay, so let's go with the questions. What is your question, Veronica?
Okay, my question is for Álvaro, and is
No, you can't. I'm with you.
In
okay.
the same group.
Excuse me. Now my question is for Brian.
Okay.
Why do you
Okay.
think that? Okay. Why do you think that is better to use the normal cigarettes if they are bad for the if they are bad because they pollute the environment?
Okay. Well, from my point of view, I think that they are better. Nobody smoke. Of course, that wouldn't be uh, bad for our environment, but from the point of view or not, or not like, first, I would say that thinking on the environment, it can be not good for the environment, but it can be good for us. So I would prefer that it's better for us and not for the environment. So yes, the idea will be stop smoking, but first stop smoking with each cigarette.
All right. All right. What is your question? Brian, what is your question?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. May I say a question at the end? I'm trying to prepare the question.
Okay, no problem. Let's go with Alvaro. What is your question?
Okay, so we know that we have people that smoke a lot. So why not let people to smoke electronic cigarettes? They are a kind of better than normal cigarettes.
And the question goes to?
It goes to Hector.
Hector is not in the chat.
Oh my God, so Brian, but he's preparing his question.
Yeah.
Oh, the question is for me?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you repeat it? I'm sorry.
Of course. Why not? I mean, it's almost the same question, but why not let people to smoke or to use electronic cigarettes if they they are or less dangerous than normal electronic, like normal cigarettes. Excuse me.
Well, as I said before, I would prefer that people avoid the smoking, but it's something that we cannot control or it's something that is impossible. And as I mentioned before, if we can help people to avoid those cancer or health disease, that will be better if we allow them to do what is better for our health, not for the environment, like
Yes.
setting the difference.
Okay.
So yes, I would say
It
that
was similar.
if
All right. And Rafael?
Yes. Uh, well, I have a question for Alvaro. Uh, if you think e-cigarettes are good for health or doesn't make damage to health, why you are not a consumer?
For me,
Yes, for Alvaro, you are in agreement with the e-cigarettes,
good.
okay? Okay, again,
Yeah,
the
but
question is, can you need to repeat the question?
no, I understood.
Okay,
So I don't consume, I don't use electronic cigarettes because I'm not a smoking person. But I agree with electronic cigarettes because they are less dangerous than cigarettes. So I prefer that people who like to smoke to use electronic cigarettes than cigarettes because they are less dangerous.
okay.
All right. And Brian, are you ready with your question?
so my question, I think so. My question will be for Veronica, and the question would be if cigarettes are too bad for our health, and as we mentioned before, they won't help us a lot, why don't we banish cigarettes and stay with normal cigarettes?
You mean that it would be good to prohibited the normal cigarettes and the electronic cigarettes?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Um, well, I think that is it would be impossible to prohibited the cigarettes because there are many people that smoke, but well, I think that is bad for the health, but the electronic cigarettes are less dangerous than the normal cigarettes because the normal cigarettes damage the teeth, and so I think that it would be impossible to prohibit them.
Okay. Perfect, guys. So I think we have finished for today. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher, thank you very much for the class. I appreciate it.
Okay, no,
Yes.
my
Thank you
pleasure.
very much.
Yes,
So I hope
there is no question. There are no questions. So thank you.
I'm learning
okay.
about topics that I like. because I have to be in a rhythm with things that I don't like. So that's interesting.
Yeah, of course. What topic were not in the position?
Yeah, that's good.
The third one,
God
for
bless you,
example.
you all people. Thank you very much. See you next
Thank you.
Saturday,
Thank
right?
you very much.
All right, bye bye. Take care. See you next weekend.
Bye, teacher.
Okay,
See you.
Okay,
bye.
next
Bye bye.
Saturday. Bye bye.
Thank you very much,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye bye.
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 Okay.